Back, nigga with logic. Okay, Memphis answer the phone. We'll be back shortly. But here you go. I was sitting in a Buffalo Wild Wings on January 1st or 2nd. What's it? Probably 2nd. With a young lady. I asked her Georgia Tech was. Mind you, we're in Atlanta. You know, Georgia Tech is. You know, it's right off 775. You see it, Georgia State Technical Institute, right over 75 coming down from the north, or on your left coming from the south.
Georgia Tech.
We are at Buffalo Wild Wings. And this woman, she was telling me that Georgia Tech, where's Georgia Tech at? I don't know. Tennessee. I'm like, what? Tennessee?
I don't even know what kind of logic she used. But then
she says because, quote, colleges have different schools in different states. Because colleges have schools in different states. What does that say? What does that mean?
Now,
I was lost.
Okay, she should have said, what would have made perfect sense was, well, colleges have different campuses in different states. Because, like, okay, I'm a licensed massage therapist. I could have gone to Georgia Career Institute. They had a satellite campus in Tennessee. Okay? So some schools have satellite campuses in different areas, different states. But the way she worded it was so ignorant.
I couldn't take it.
I don't. There aren't any words, really. Schools have different. That drained me. I mean, that's draining me right now. Actually,
the logic is bad. Where is the logic in that?
Where is Georgia Tech? I don't know. Tennessee?
It's a state school. Obviously, it's in Georgia.
The answer was
in the question.
The answer was
half of it was in the question. Georgia, at least Georgia.
He even asked me that, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess it's either in Atlanta or Augusta. One of the A names, comma, Georgia. That's where I took it. I was like, okay, well, I'm not really sure what city it's in. I'm assuming it's in or around Atlanta. But I was still in the state.
The answer was half the answer was in the question. Georgia Tech, state school. There's no such thing as the University of Georgia at Tennessee, or at University of Georgia at Chattanooga.
Right, or Memphis.
Or Nashville. Why?
Just
the state school. And we was 15 miles from it. Live in Atlanta, you don't know what Georgia Tech is?
Right. If you live in the state where the school is,
or within the city where the school,
you have to pass by that sign at least once. When you get on that enormous highway, or that
75
area,
downtown connector.
Yeah, like it's like 10. It's 10 lanes. I mean, come on. At some point, you see the sign. You see Centennial Park. You see Dr. King's childhood home.
And there's the Boulevard.
You
Peachtree
see
Street.
Phillips Arena. You see Georgia Tech.
Techwood Drive.
In that list of things. I know Atlanta got a myriad of places to go, be, see, do. But you see Georgia Tech on one of those signs. Unless you don't read, or you're just that damn stupid.
Yes, that damn stupid. And I was also sitting here, and she wondered why I stood up and walked around Buffalo Wild Wings.
See, that's what set off the year. It was stuff like that.
January 2nd.
It took us a minute to get back to y'all. It was stuff like that. We had to compute that, understand where the hell they came up with it, and then bring it to you.
I mean,
Hey, we got nothing.
you want me?
It's almost March, and we still got nothing for that.
What you want me to do to that? How could I even respond to you? Take you serious after that? She spent days trying to comprise a take to me about that.
And it kept getting worse.
Like,
the take kept getting
stop. I understand. You don't understand. Your take is bad.
And it's just
Once again,
getting worse.
Take your L. Take the L. You destroyed that take.
When to take the L. When to take the L.
Colleges have schools in different states because schools have colleges in different states. What
are you doing repeating yourself?
I'm trying. What? How?
Like, okay, you repeated yourself. It still sounded stupid the second time around. And it still, just in general, didn't make sense.
It brought me down.
Something could not make sense, but it doesn't sound stupid. You're just like, I guess. Like, you almost see it, but you don't quite. It didn't quite curl. That just didn't make sense, and it was so just wow. Georgia Tech is in Tennessee. Okay. And, to go with that, apparently Belmont University
in Nashville, Tennessee.
Right. It's not in Nashville like we thought. Like we passed by on West End and stuff. It's not there. It's in Vermont. Because, Belmont in Vermont. Or completely opposite direction in Mississippi.
Just don't give me an answer. I don't need an answer.
Just say, I don't know. Don't guess.
Because guessing brings me down.
Don't guess. Some stuff you can guess if your assumption makes sense. But Belmont being in Vermont because the word Mont is in the same, it doesn't make sense.
But how do you get to Mississippi from that? That's what got
right.
me. How do you go from way
you
up?
Went from New England or
way down there? What do you want me to do with that, people? I can't. I'm an intelligent man. I cannot sit up trying to decode your dumbness.
I would say people with degrees, like it's hard for us to do that, but I know some people with degrees that are just as nutty as hell. Just as nutty as fruitcake. So, yeah, having a degree and not having a degree is irrelevant. It's just a lack of common sense. But then you keep us in business. You keep us making videos. So thank you. Silly, stupid people out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
And
you're far too kind.
Thank you. And
thank you.
Next video, we're going to address this too. Okay, a preview for you. Let's just say it has to do with a pregnant, something to do with pregnancy. I'm going to say. So we're going next.
Stay tuned.
Think with logic. We're coming back quickly.